today we will go to the biggest country, China, the crowded and the biggest country with Xin. Hello, Xin.
Hi, Rachel.
Yeah, could you please introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Xin Luo and I come from China, and our city is in the middle of China named Shiyan. Okay, and I'm here as a master and I'm taking the applied textile management program. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time being in my interview.
Thank you.
Could you please introduce your country and your city as well?
Okay. Our country is really big,
Yes.
and for the size, our city is not quite big. Is famous for industry, and at the same time is also famous for its in places of interest, like the Dang and some old culture like buildings. But for the population, it's like around 3 million people. So
3 million?
Yeah. So it's also quite big. Yeah.
Big and crowded.
Crowded, yeah.
Therefore, I think the culture must be very, very diversified and interesting as well.
Yeah, I think for China it's really typical to talk about culture because it's really we have a really long history, like 5,000, and now a lot of new culture come to our country. So sometimes it's like they will meet and have some new ideas in the market everywhere.
Yeah, I do think so. I think if we talk about Chinese culture, it takes like a month and it's kind of
years
more. But then today I would like to understand more about your culture in business.
Okay, I hope I can help you.
Nowadays, yeah, just give us some idea how to cooperate better with people in your country. Could you give us some advice?
Example, like in a business?
In business culture, like what is their habit and how to cooperate better? What you usually do when you have a meeting or the first time you cooperate with someone overseas, like that?
The thing is, there is very important thing I want to say about the Chinese business. There is a culture name. I don't know how to translate it exactly, but if just translate it directly, I would like to call it table culture.
Table culture.
Yeah, it means sometimes we would like to fix the business, like
while eating.
During we have a big dinner, and the workers, the staff, and even the bosses will sit together, and during eating we can fix some business, and that is for some. It's very typical in some departments, but also like in the one which like new companies, they prefer like doing everything just in the
meal.
in the daytime to finish everything.
Do you have any particular food or the menu to greeting at work or something, or just like offer everything you want, or there is a menu, traditional menu or something?
The menu is maybe it varies from cities or vary from different parts of China, but the thing is we prefer to have the menu and the names of the dishes should be very happy, and it means lucky or some rich or something. It's like last week was our New Year, and for that you also can say Chinese people really like red stuff.
Because it's a lucky symbol.
Yeah, lucky symbol. Because we prefer, if we're doing something for a company, we want to show that we want our company can be better, can be richer, and this kind of color and the names of the dishes also sometimes they will imply rich and best, something like this.
So what type of food you usually offer for business?
For business
Partner.
partner, like you go to different parts of China, of course you will have different traditional food from that cities or that provinces. For example, in our city, we offer spicy food, of course, and because our city is also has a lot of mountains, so sometimes you can have the special plants and vegetables only from that parts of China. They have that mountains and they grow that kind of plants.
So usually you go to the restaurant or you have a party at the company?
We prefer restaurants because it's more convenient. You don't need to fix everything by yourself, and this kind of service is offered by a lot of restaurants. Even in like some hotels, they will have some rooms for conference. So some companies can just book this hotel and then they can have everything there. Like they can do business and at the same time the people also can enjoy a lot. Like have the restaurant and they also can do some gym in that place.
Interesting. Then in the globalization era, so think about China is like a must think about, like everybody must think about China when they think about offshoring or licensing or like foreign investment.
Okay.
So do you have any different type to greeting people, like if you have a European partner, an African partner, and another Asian partner? Do you have a different style to greeting them or the same?
I think it would be different.
How different?
Like we talked before in the class, we talked that in China, normally the new worker, if they come to step into this company, they should show respect to the leaders and should even show respect to the people who has been here very long. But for foreigners or normally now, it's like we will give you more space to get used to this kind of culture, and you can have a little bit longer time to know what I should do and how to learn from others. It's not like as strict like before. You have to know this. You have to do everything before you come into this company. Okay. Yeah, that's my understanding.
I think to show the respectation is a must-do job when you cooperate with any kind of people all over the world. So could you give us some idea how to show the respectation in your country? Like, for example, in my country, you should respect the older people or something like that. But how is in your country?
In our country, like we will distinguish from by the age and also by the level.
How to separate the level?
Is, for example, in a company, the leaders, you must show respect to them. You even cannot just call their full name. Yeah, sometimes it's better to call their title or the position, the names.
Like we can say,
if a teacher, we will say teacher. Not like here, we can, for example, we can say Emma, but in China,
so we will say teacher Emma, teacher Eva,
and more we will prefer use the family name.
Family name.
Yeah.
What is your family name?
My name is Luo.
Family name.
Yeah.
Luo. So I can say Mr. Lu.
Yeah. It happened. But if you are my leader, and you can just call my full name. If I'm new here, I cannot call your full name. That's one way. And also, there is something I'm I'm not very agree with that one. I don't agree with that one is if we have a conference and if you are the leader and you say something, maybe I don't agree that time, but I cannot say I don't agree at that moment because for you, you will feel lose faith. It's a very special word, but we use it, and I can communicate with you later more privately.
So it means that the ideas of leader is the best.
Not the best. We can have different ideas, but we cannot make it like a fight.
I understand.
Yeah.
It's quite different in European culture.
Yeah.
You can say whatever and they don't take it personal.
Yeah, here they really leave me impressions like it's so flat. Flat culture.
It's different in perception and opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know which one is better, but it's quite different.
Quite different. I think it's maybe because of the history. We do it and we get used to it for quite a long time. It's not easy to change.
A country with more than 5,000 years is not easy to change.
But we are trying to be more like sometimes we got that it's better to communicate everything and to fix it more efficiently. So that's why we just told that the culture will meet together and make some difference.
Do you think for the first time, if I come to your country to work, what can make me shocked?
Our Chinese characters.
Yes,
Yeah, that makes everything bad. Yeah, that's one. And also, you will see. I think if you come to China the first time, maybe you will see the culture shock. You will feel it. It's very obvious. It's like everywhere we have this kind of Eastern culture. And
how to adapt it faster?
what kind of
Like if I want to join the culture faster, what should I do? Aside from eat a lot.
Okay, I know that, but also I think first I think Chinese people are friendly actually. Yeah, if you can have friends, you know we are crowded, you can easily get friends, and like follow us. We can show you everything, and maybe you can you can get used to it step by step. And people there, they will teach you a lot. They know how to do this.
At work, do you think Chinese people? Do you think which way to motivate them better? Like to motivate them to work harder, feel interesting at work? Which way the manager usually do?
Now, from the experience of my friends, the employers they motivate them by, okay, give you more salary, you should work harder. But for me and for the ideas from the friends, we really hope we can get interested in our jobs, because some of them they are taking some jobs but they don't like it. It's like I have to do it because I need money, I need salary for it. I think maybe after a few years, if we get higher salaries, then we have more chances to choose what way I really want to go, and maybe I will make my dream come true that time. But from the beginning, maybe it's a little bit hard.
So another point, do you think in your country it is individualism or collectivism?
Of course not individual. I think we really like to be in a group. Like the first thing is we really have a lot of people people there, and if you go to any place, easily you can get friends soon, and we do everything together, and that's a kind of culture.
So in the group, how to be important? Like in the group, I think there is always a leader.
Yeah.
So what characteristic will make you to be a leader?
Age.
Older. So it's not fair.
Yeah, it's not fair. Yeah. Sometimes it will happen when there is a leader, but the leader is young. There is also another one. He's not leader, but he's old. Yeah. Sometimes the leader also need to listen to the ideas from this old person first. Yeah.
So in the group, but can be like many different ages or
different. We will choose a leader actually by capability. Yeah. What do you know? How can you handle this issue, and how can you lead other people? But the point is, like I told you just now, the old people, we also need to respect them.
So, do you think how to deal with it if you're young and you better than the old one?
I think I will face this situation soon when I go back to China. The answer maybe is like, if he asks me to do something, I don't agree. I prefer to do both, and then show you both of them and show you why I think mine is better, and could we change a little bit to, because our target is to make this issue to a higher level something, and I can show you the difference, and maybe mine is better, then I will persuade you. Maybe.
But you respect the old one because of the experiences.
Especially,
so there must be an approval.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we just find a way to get the approval. It's kind of difficult.
Yeah, we should follow our heart, right?
Yes. Interesting, but difficult.
Too many cultures.
So, how about uncertainty avoidance? Like if you can see something that can get risk for the company, how could you deal with that?
I'm not sure if it's fair.
Like at work, we can see something suddenly happen, and it can be a risk for the company.
Do something for the risk management.
So usually, how you solve that?
Solve the risks.
Solve the problem. Like in Sweden, they usually have anything have rule, like policy, and we just apply that. And I can see it's like something new happened, and after that problem, they immediately change the rule. You can see that.
I think we also have this kind of issue. If something new, then the laws and the rules began to make everything to guarantee this. That's what I know, because
But I mean, when something happens that not usually happen, and then, but how to solve it?
How to solve it?
Do you care about people feeling or the situation?
Of course.
Or you just apply the rules?
Actually, in some companies, we have prepare something to avoid this kind of risk. But if it happens, first we will, I think it's easy for them to apply the rules first, and after that we begin to think about how to make people feel better. But first it's easier to apply the rule. That's true.
So because Chinese is very crowded, China is very crowded. So do you prefer to work with foreigners?
I like to do it, and especially after studying here, I want to do something more international. And
Me too.
yeah, I think you are really doing this. And because when I go back to China, if I go back to China, I want to take some jobs in the east part. There you will see a lot of foreigners and also international companies. I think they will offer a lot of chances for people who want to do this.
Because I have some friends that they work in Vietnam, like for Dutch lady company, the milk company, you know.
Okay, milk.
And they usually sometimes they have to have a business trip. They're like 6 months work in Shanghai.
Shanghai, okay.
And so far, I heard some story that the culture in Shanghai, Hong Kong, very different with the rest of China.
And also Beijing.
Beijing.
Beijing is also very international.
Because in business perspective, I think must understand the differences between Shanghai, Beijing, Hong Kong, and the rest of China. Could you describe something about that?
That's because I think these three cities, they're like the centers of economy there, even in Asia, I think. And as we talked before, that China is a big market. That's why different companies, they want to come to China. And first they will begin to choose. Maybe they prefer the places who already have a higher level of economy. That's why then it's become better and better. There's so many international business there, and also now it's spread like all around China.
Have you ever been in Beijing, China?
Quite a lot of times. Yeah.
Because the thing is, I heard some story from my friend about that, but I'm not sure. I need to ask some things.
Okay. Yeah, I hope I can answer it. Yeah.
So I heard that the perception and the opinion of people in Shanghai, Beijing, and Hong Kong quite different with the rest of China. Do you think how different it is?
Maybe the working path
The type
is
of
more,
behavior at work, or
maybe it's quicker.
quicker.
Yeah, because it's more competitive there. Yeah, but it's not because they are Shanghainese. Yeah, because for these three cities, people there, really a big amount of people there will come from other cities. Yeah, so the thing is, because that place, a lot of people want to find job, and then it's more competitive. People are working faster. Yeah, like some small cities, we don't need to think too much about how to get just a pursue for the higher salary or higher position. People there don't think too much about this. They live in a more happily. Can I say happily because it's just another way living style.
So as a Chinese, if you have a choice, like you have many options, which city you prefer to live in and work?
Is it okay to choose like this? Work in some competitive cities and then live in other kind of cities to enjoy. I want to work in Shanghai or Hangzhou because that part they are also famous for textile. And then living in Hangzhou, I think is really a good option.
Why?
Because that place, lots of beautiful lakes, beautiful mountains, and the economy there are also very good. It's also very good. So I think it's a place to choose live there. Yeah. And it's not as competitive like Shanghai.
Interesting. I wish you the best.
Also hope so. And you're welcome to China now. If you
I
come.
know, of course, it's a must.
Something I forgot to say is Hangzhou is also famous for different food. Yeah. You can
So
enjoy.
in Chinese food, which food you like the best?
I prefer spicy food, of course.
Spicy food.
Yeah, but that place, I think they eat more healthy. Yeah, it's like a lot of water. I like to live with water.
Nice. So in China, I think the population is make the labor cost become cheap, but
Yeah.
nowadays it's now different,
Little bit.
a little bit higher in
Yeah.
labor cost. So do you think, could you say something about the changes, how it's changing the economy?
It's because of the economy developing faster.
Which industry you think the strongest
The
strongest
strongest
in China?
industry. Industry.
Which
Becau-
industry?
for example, because in the industry field, they will need more people there, and for government, really who has to fix the problem from really large amount of people, they also encourage industries development. That's why different countries they must have their key industry. For example, our city is famous for the car manufacturing, and it's the number second car manufacturing city in China. And I think without this car factory, it's really hard to think about how the people will have their life there.
So in business, do you think in China which organizations is get involved the most when we as a foreigner can we enter China market? Which organizations control the situation?
This one.
Can you name it?
There is one Asian. It's combine China and also Japan, and also I think also Vietnam was inside. It's
No, I mean when we want to enter the market,
yeah.
how to get the approval? Do you have any information about the instruction from like which organization from the government or any support?
We have like there is one name
Because in Europe I can see that very clear they have this organization have you which thing and very clear, but I'm not sure about in China.
In China, I think the government will give you a lot of information about this, and this kind of like one named worker organization, it also belongs to this government. So,
But do you think some organization gonna control it or the relationship between people?
I think no. I think in China it's more like different departments in this government. Then people just if we face different situations or problems, we go to different departments. There is not one organization can control this.
I don't know how to make it clearer because for China is so big and so
Yeah.
diversity.
And I'm also so sorry because for this one, as far as I know, it's like this different departments, but I don't know whether it's really some kind of organization that makes it big and powerful.
So in order to make it simple and easier, if like I am your friend and
Yeah.
I'm gonna work there in China, so could you give me some tips and advice how to start my
To
life
start
there?
your life there.
Anything we must know?
No. First, I think of course you need to get friends there, and then to know your work, what you need to do every day, and the most important thing is to know different cultures of different companies. Yeah, I think you don't need to know everything about the city or the country, because you can get more knowledge along your time spent there. So I think it's not very difficult to start. Yeah. And if you know the language, maybe it will be
I think
easier.
Important thing.
Yeah.
How many languages you have?
Different cities we have different dialects, but normally we use Mandarin and also Cantonese. Cantonese is used in the south part of China, and in the rest, so big part of China we use Mandarin.
So, anything else you would like to share with us?
It's like I really hope the international companies, you come to China, and also we want to do our labor not only the low level, because our technology is also developing. So we hope in the future we can have better level of the business. We can make some progress.
But I can see that so far your country is really successful. You can be proud of that.
Yeah, not only because of the size, it's also because of the culture.
So, anything else?
That's
Could you make a small comparison between the environment in Sweden and in China?
I think we talked something during our conversation. The biggest difference is the one is more flight, and our is high and low. Yeah, the management. Yeah, because here you can in a company because they are the management is flight, so it's more friendly. I think I can enjoy
more friendly.
Yeah, here. Yeah, I can call you, and you also can share what you want to share with me. It's like
Thank you so much for your time, Xin. I understand it's really difficult to describe about Chinese culture because it's like very huge, very diversified. And so as the last part, 3-minute advertising about China, right? Of course. Okay. I want to make it shorter. Like if you want to enjoy Eastern and Western culture at the same time, if you want to enjoy the old culture and modern culture at the same time, and if you want to challenge yourself, I hope you can just come to China. We won't make you disappointed. Yeah.